Yo, what's up, man?
All right, DJ, let's get some shots up. Here's what we're gonna do. Get the next one. Playing like you got something to prove. I like it.
Next time, man. Next time.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, guys, back to work.
Hey, hit me up.
Great game, DJ. All right, DJ, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on.
moving, gentlemen.
See you later.
I'm ready to go.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The action tonight will be happening out in Dallas, where the Mavericks will be going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. Tonight, a chance to check out DJ and see what he can do on the floor. Guys, we all know the story of why he got the nickname DJ. With that said, what do you think of it?
Well, I'm the expert analyst on nicknames since I've had close to 30 in my lifetime. I grade his nickname to be B+.
What kept it from being an A-?
He needs a little more flavor.
All right, Kenny?
Well, not all nicknames have to be flashy, but he's the disc jockey. He's the one in control. So that's why I called him the DJ, because he's the one in control of all the music, and he gets the party started right. Get that party started right, Shaq. Get it right. He's the DJ. Hey, DJ's in the house.
Yo, DJ,
Yo.
you wanna work on those handles before tonight's game, homie? I got this new move I wanna show you.
I can't, man. I'm watching game tape right now. Talk to Sham. He's not doing anything.
Fine. Yo, Shammy!
Chilling, Jug. Not right now, man.
Man, how'd you even hear us?
Hey, man, what you doing?
He's not even listening to anything.
Well, if you really want to know, these are noise canceling.
Oh, okay.
And they also let people know I don't want to be bothered. I guess some of us didn't get it.
Come on, Shammy. Let me just show you this one move I've been working on. I won't dunk on you, I promise.
Dunk on me? Child, please. And does it look like I'm ready to hoop, Jug?
In that tracksuit? Actually, yeah, you do.
Brandon, come on. Get him out of here. Give him some space.
All right, Jug.
Come on.
Sorry, Miss Hannah. Hey, I'm gonna be out there if you wanna see something.
See you later, Jug. What you looking at, bro?
Bro, are you afraid to use your left hand, man?
Man, I'm not about to go there with you.
Come on. You use it in practice all the time.
Well, look at here. Isn't it the new prom king in town?
Carl Anthony Towns. What's up, man? I heard about you.
Man, I heard about you, too.
Yeah, man. You got any advice for a youngin' in the league?
Just don't go in the paint. I'll be there.
Oh, you'll be there?
Don't worry
All
about it.
right, well, I'm coming for you, bro.
You coming? All right.
Yeah, I'm coming for you.
Bet.
Bet.
Make sure you recognize.
I'm gonna meet you down there, bruh.
I'll see you there.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. Dallas playing for the home crowd again tonight. The questions are circulating about them right now, starting the season 0-5. Very rough go.
And this is the second meeting of 4. And having lost that first one, this one really important. You don't want to dig a hole and allow them to take a mental edge over you.
Yeah, when you face each other a number of times over the course of a year, that becomes its own mini rivalry. So you certainly want to avoid going in an 0-2 hole.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle. Lawson out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Muhammad in at the 3. Doris, several clubs already enduring plenty of ups and downs. We see it every day in the league. How many games into the season does it take to know exactly what kind of team you've got and then where you need to proceed from that point on?
Well, I think obviously you typically see some level of separation between the championship contending teams almost in the first 20 games. If somebody's getting out to a 15-1 start, you know that typically speaking, they're going to be in it for the long haul. I think the fascinating aspect of the NBA season typically is in those 5 through maybe 10 slots in the respective Eastern and Western Conference, right?
Yes.
Because so often, Kevin, we're seeing 2 or 3 games separate maybe the 5th team from the 10th team. That means all of those teams are potential playoff teams. And what does the organization decide to do? Do they decide to try to make a run toward a playoff possibility? Or are they saying, boy, we don't really think we're there yet. Perhaps we need to think about what's our draft status.
Now, here's Lawson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Here's Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'll tell you, that's good defense. Just better offense. And not many people can match up with Karl Anthony Towns.
Outside Matthews. Now, here's DJ. Not a lot of room. Pass to Mejri. Clock at 6. Nowitzki sets a screen for Matthews. Butler with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Muhammad with the ball.
Sneaky in transition. Muhammad always looking for opportunities to score.
Matthews against Butler. And Matthews kicks to Barea. Now here's DJ. Defense is right there. He dishes it to Nowitzki. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, that's quick hands and a quick mind by Jimmy Butler. Creates the turnover, gets right out in transition.
Here's DJ. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Cowens has got his first points of the game.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
I think it's impossible for fans to understand why you can't shoot a higher percentage when there's no defense on you, right? Quality free throw shooting so crucial to winning.
Lawson outside. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup, the teardrop.
Here's DJ, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Now here's Gibson. 8 points his last outing. Muhammad on the wing. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. And here we go. Fast break, DJ's got it. The quick look, no good that time.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
Now here's Towns, defended by Mejri. Towns with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, here's DJ. Muhammad covering. And it's blocked by Towns.
Well, his value to this team on both ends. Not many guys can defend the perimeter and the rim the way Towns can.
Drops in the breakaway layup. Matthews has got his second basket of the night.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleash chaos moment. Now, here is Lawson. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Towns, and it's blocked. But they get it back. Shot clock at 5. The good-looking shot from the wing. Towns has got his third basket of the night right there.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player. Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Dallas shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. He misses the free throw. And the Mavericks, such a well-run team, including on the court. They play doors to their strengths, and they don't shoot themselves in the foot.
Right, Kev. By far the best turnover differential in the league last season. They were also first in charges drawn. Third best field goal percentage in the clutch. This is how you claw out wins.
Now here's Gibson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Here's Collins. They trail by 6. Over in the corner, Matthews. Nowitzki a screen. Correa the pass to DJ. And here's Matthews from the arc. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the...
Whoa!
Well, a little show and tell from the Butler. Jimmy giving the fans their money's worth.
Now, DJ. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
Now, here's Barea. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Collins. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Mavericks with some changes. Noel's checked in for Mejri. Barnes comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Smith subbed in for J.J. Barea. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Jones is checked in. Butler against Matthews. And it's Butler missing. Mavericks trail by 8. Dishes to Smith. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Baseline try. Here's Towns. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Wells, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Minnesota also making some changes. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Gibson. Bielitsa comes in for Muhammad, and it's Crawford in for Butler. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Mavericks.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
DJ dishes to Smith. Now here's DJ. He's tightly guarded to the wing on the left. Unloads from 13. No good off the front iron.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Here's Towns. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Crawford. Towns at the elbow. That's tipped. And here we go. DJ heading to the basket. And DJ throws it down.
Boy, Kev, make no mistake. That basket is all a product of the defensive work of DJ. He gets the steal, and this is what happens.
Now here's Jones. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Crawford kicks to Bielitsa. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Mavericks trail by 9. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Tom Thibodeau. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. We're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Well, the definition of a high-percentage shooter. Terrific touch by Gorgui Dieng.
DJ passes to Wells. Crawford with the steal. Out left to the wing. For 3. Here's Towns. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And here is DJ. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
Barnes dishes to DJ. He kicks to Noel. Smith outside. Off target from outside.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
Crawford with the ball. Now guarded by Wells. And Bielitsa has it in the corner. Off target from three-point range. Here's Barnes, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
This is something we've seen from Harrison Barnes since his collegiate days at North Carolina, the capacity to light it up from mid-range.
Towns down low, Noel on him. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Mavericks trail by 9. Wells kicks to DJ. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Towns. And Greg, you wouldn't expect it from a Coach Thibodeau team, but defense was an issue for the Timberwolves last year.
And the Wolves brought in Butler to help with offense, but more importantly, his defense. And Butler, familiar with what Thibs likes to do on both ends of the floor, has the leadership the team needs, particularly on the defensive end.
Minnesota making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Now here's Crawford. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 5 on the clock. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Now here's DJ. He's covered closely. Back to Smith. DJ sets the screen for Smith. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Here's Bielitsa. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game, and it's in there.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Here's Barnes, and the rejection by Dieng.
Oh, the 7'3" wingspan erases that shot. Nice by Gorgui Dieng.
Here's Crawford. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
With 1 on the clock, and that's not going to go. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And emerging as a superstar, tremendous growth from DJ. We caught up with ace defender Jimmy Butler about the challenge of trying to contain him.
My team, we're all guarding him as a whole. We're all guarding everybody as a whole. It's 5-man offense, 5-man defense. I feel like he's an incredible player, but I feel like that doesn't intimidate me at all. This is what you dream of growing up. You want to play against the best. You want to guard the best, to tell you the truth. That's what I wanted. That's what I asked for. I feel like now it's here.
Well, a guy like Jimmy Butler, fellas, has always been a player that thinks defense first and lets the offense come across. But the defense against DJ is a tough assignment, no matter who the defender is.
He sure is. I mean, you know, like Butler said, the first step is to not be intimidated. And it sounds like they've got that part down, at least.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Well, the commitment is evident, and they are simply phenomenal at their aggression on the defensive end right now.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Bielitsa. Cole Aldrich is out there with Jang, and it's Crawford, and it's Jones in at the one spot.
I'll tell you, he's got a good grasp of low post offense. DJ doing work in the interior.
Jones, the pass to Bielitsa. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. It's blocked. Barnes kicks to DJ. He feeds it to Noel. Passes it to Cowens. 5 to shoot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Doris, back in college, you were named to the All-Big East team. What an honor. You've been a broadcaster for Big East games in college basketball. Any players from that conference who would say, in your opinion, are better pros than they were in college?
Well, I think Josh Hart from Villanova would be a player that I'm curious to see what level of effect he has at the NBA level. He's not a guy who's going to blow you away with his athleticism, but all he did at Villanova was win. He's got 1 national championship to his credit. He was an effective two-way player in the Big East. Does he translate to the pros? I can't wait to see.
And Doris, multiple years at the college game, too.
Kevin, I think that perception is changing. There was a time where if you were a 4-year college player, you were frowned upon in the NBA. I think because of the age and experience, GMs and coaches are now looking at those guys who spend multiple years in college in a vastly different and much more positive light.
Very interesting thought. Back to Farrell. There's a screen by Noel. Here's DJ. Here's Barnes. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
I'll tell you, the thing about Barnes, sometimes struggles to create the tight handle he continues to work on, really thrives when it's catch and shoot.
Here's Bielitsa. Inside, Jones. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Mavericks call time here.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance.
The dish to Jang. Back to Jones. Towns, a screen on Smith. Here's Jones. Pass to Jang. Jang. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's the pass to DJ. Feeds it to Wells. Kicks it to DJ. Dallas moving the ball around. Barnes against Muhammad. There's the feed to Jones. Towns, the screen. Muhammad, a screen on Smith. Jones kicks to Zhang. They double him with DJ. Free throw line jump shot. Minnesota working now with the new shot clock. Now here's Jones. Jang dishes to Butler, and they double up Butler. And no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Screen by Jones. Off the screen. Shot's good by Butler. Butler's got 6 points.
Well, Kev, so important that you be able to work off a screen, and Butler with the quick survey makes the right decision.
There's the screen. Cowens passes to Barnes. Over Jang. Barnes can't get it to go.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Listen, at what point does the defense try to deny Towns the touches? Because he's been unstoppable here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Jones with it. Now guarded by Wells. Wells with the steal. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And a moment to see numbers for Towns. He's averaging 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Bielitsa comes in for Towns. And it's Crawford in for Shabazz Muhammad. Jang with a screen on Smith. 4 on the clock. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute, Kevin.
DJ kicks to Smith. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's 10 seconds left here in the second. Crawford outside. With 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so it's Minnesota with a 10-point lead.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
I love the complementary aspect of this group now. You know, you've got the young talent, but you've brought in some veteran leadership here for the Timberwolves. The duo of Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns kind of gave the confidence to them to go out and acquire a superstar in his prime like Jimmy Butler.
DJ out there with Nowitzki. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then there's Measuring. And it's Matthews in at the 2 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And Greg, the core of this Timberwolves team is Wiggins and Towns. And, you know, rarely do you get to see 2 #1 overall picks team up early in their careers.
And how about back-to-back years, no less. But I consider Jimmy Butler kind of a foundational piece as well. He's in the conversation for the best shooting guard in our league.
Here's Butler. They get a hand on it. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's what you call bullying your way around the paint. Muhammad draws the foul and goes to the line.
Doris, so much offense is perimeter generated right now. What, if anything, could get us back to running more plays, say, through the post?
Do you think we could reinvent Hakeem Olajuwon or perhaps Patrick Ewing or
I
Bill
wish we
Russell?
could. I wish we could.
Because I know this.
Good point.
Every time I walk by a pickup game on the outside, you see guys sprinting to the three-point line and looking to be Steph Curry.
I know. Lawson kicks to Muhammad. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Good on the shot. That's 10 points for Butler.
Well, this is where Butler loves to get to work. Just challenges the heart of this defense.
Barea dishes to DJ. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
Corky Dangs checked in for Towns. Free throw good, DJ.
I think part of what makes DJ special, guys, is his commitment to the game, right? He wants to be the best player he can.
Lawson against Barea. Lawson outside. Butler in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Matthews passes to DJ. Now here's Mejri. Muhammad covering. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Barea. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That is on Ty Lawson.
And this is what you have to love about J.J. Barea. Just absolutely fearless and always plays 100% out. That's nice.
Now, well over a decade in the NBA for the terrific J.J. Barea. Undrafted, as you know, Doris, out of Northeastern.
Yes, but he can say he's an NBA champion. Of course, the majority of his seasons with the Dallas Mavericks, as was that Title I back in 2011. Listen, there might be a foot of difference in height between he and partner Dirk Nowitzki, but their games have really meshed well.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. Fifth, the Timberwolves.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Lawson with it. Matthews covering. Matthews against Lawson. Shoots over Matthews. On target from 13 feet. Lawson's got 8 points.
Boy, late on rotations, not fighting over screens. 180-degree turn from what they did in the first half.
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
Nowitzki kicks to Barea. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Nowitzki. Shoots a fader, and it's good off the glass. He's got 10.
They wanted a fast start coming out of the break, and they are now 3 for 3.
Butler against Matthews. Yes, that goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Now, Kev, that's the explosiveness we talk about. Butler, even in traffic, draining the highly contested shot. Wow.
Now, here's DJ. Muhammad covering. The shot's good from Cowens. DJ's got 5 points in the quarter. Timberwolves leading by 11. Lawson outside. He dishes it to Gibson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Well, with Taj Gibson on the court, you know you're going to get great energy and intensity. Here's Smith. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Intercepted. Here's Bielitsa, covered by Barnes, and Bielitsa kicks to Towns. Crawford, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Crawford's got 5 now.
No, tremendous vision for a big man. One reason teams are reluctant to run an extra guy at Cat.
Gibson with the steal. They push it up, 4 on 3. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Minnesota, down at 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings. And, of course, the Mavericks, 3.5 back.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they're a team searching for a way to take a leap forward this season. So far, here in the early going, that leap has not existed.
Yeah, it hasn't been all bad, though. I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're not an elite-level team, they still have the look of a playoff team.
Crawford kicks to Towns. Tries a 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To halt the run, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Boy, some strong arm work inside gets DJ to the line. Good to see him getting physical in the low box.
And the second free throw, good. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Outside, Jones. Here's Bielitsa. Dishes it to Towns. Over Noel. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Will return shortly. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Mavericks trailed by 19. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle. Crawford out there with Jones. And it's Bielitsa in at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 6. DJ kicks to Barea. And the 3 off target. Timberwolves leading by 19. To the paint. Here's Gibson. And he makes the bucket. True contact and gets the whistle too.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Doris, you ended a very successful college career a few years before professional women's basketball was fully established. How much do you wish you could have had a chance to go pro and play in what is now the WNBA?
How about this, Kev? The last 10 minutes of my senior season, the last 10 minutes of my final game, I blow out my knee. Otherwise, I would have gone to either Sweden or Ireland to play professionally. But sure, of course I wish the WNBA was formed. It came 10 years after my graduation in 1987. Oh, what could have been.
Yeah. And Doris is thriving, right? I mean, there is such a following for the WNBA.
Last year's finals may be the most competitive in history. It's really grown leaps and bounds.
So fun to watch. There's a good screen. Smith. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And turnovers have been the issue for them.
You can see the coaches have gotten into them a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And it's DJ missing. Timberwolves on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Kept alive, Minnesota.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Jones kicks to Bielitsa. Screen by Jones. Crawford dishes to Towns. Right side Gibson. Over Barnes. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And Bielitsa kicks to Crawford, and the basket is good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The Mavericks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. The kick out to Barnes. He feeds it to DJ. Back to Barnes. Here's DJ. The three-pointer off the mark.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
Screen by Jones. It's stolen by Barea. Now, here's DJ. Tight defense on him. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Barnes outside. Tries to snap the cold streak. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
Boy, I'm not sure how DJ is able to make that pass. That's phenomenal. He must have eyes in the back of his head.
And Gibson kicks to Jones. To the inside. Passes it to Bielitsa. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Here's Cowens. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's Bielitsa and the rejection by Noel. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Smith outside. He kicks it to DJ. And a miss there on the triple.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Jones with it. Doris, we know there's a lot of trash talking on the court. Some of it is unfriendly, some of it not so much, just kind of playing around. When do you consider comments going over the line?
Well, given that I'm not necessarily privy to exactly everything.
Here's Farrell. Now DJ to the right side. Farrell kicks to DJ. Fires for 3, and Yogi Ferrell gets the 3.
Well, you know, a lack of effort defensively, and he gets a very good look from deep.
Now, here is Lawson. He's guarded closely. Outside Gibson. Back to Lawson. The Mavericks pull it in. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's DJ. Muhammad covering. Withy passes to DJ. In the corner, it's Harris. Nowitzki a screen. And Gibson sends it back.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Withy, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, we all know that Mavs head coach Rick Carlisle is considered one of the best in the NBA in terms of his ability to X and O. He is outstanding at maximizing his players' strengths and putting them in positions to succeed.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Bielitsa comes in for Jimmy Butler. Lawson is doubled. The dish now to Aldrich. The tray kept alive. And Gibson kicks to Bielitsa. Misses the three. And the Mavericks with possession here. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Curry, good.
Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Lawson outside. Pass to Bielitsa. Here's the screen. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.
Man, I gotta get out of here. I'm skipping the shower. I'm skipping the press conference. I'm out.
Hold up, bro. I'd at least take a shower. You a little funky. And what you been eating anyway? It's starting to come out of your pores. DJ PU.